Tonight, we are starting off with the latest from West Asia. A lot happening. A tense calm is holding between Washington and Tehran. The latest flashpoint coming from none other than Donald Trump himself, who basically has given two options to Iran: strike a deal or face destruction. The questions are also mounting over whether America is retreating from the Iran war. Let's tell you more and tell you why this question is being asked in the first place. In his latest post on Truth Social, the president said, I'm quoting, assuming Iran agrees to give what has been agreed to, which is perhaps a big assumption, the already legendary epic fury will be at an end, and the highly effective blockade will allow the Hormuz Strait to be open to all, including Iran. If they don't agree, the bombing starts, and it will be, sadly, at a much higher level and intensity than it was before. That statement made by Trump. Now, the warning also coming just hours after Trump's another post where he basically mentioned that U.S. forces have stopped Project Freedom just a day after announcing it. Project Freedom, remember, is the U.S.-led effort linked to securing navigation of the stranded vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. The decision to call off that strategic initiative comes just after Marco Rubio confirmed that Operation Epic Fury was concluded after achieving its objectives. Rubio's comments appearing to be a winding down of direct military posturing in the region. But the biggest shift now is diplomatic. Washington has reportedly sent a one-page memorandum to Tehran outlining a potential deal. This includes a pause on Iran's nuclear enrichment, lifting of U.S. sanctions, and unfreezing of billions in Iranian assets. It also calls for restoring freedom of navigation through the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has confirmed that it is evaluating the proposal. But its foreign ministry also blamed Washington for initiating the conflict. It says Tehran will not surrender under pressure even as talks continue behind the scenes. So that's what Iran is saying right now. And the timing of all of this is also extremely important. The U.S. is expected to respond to Tehran's position within 48 hours. And this makes the next few hours one of the most sensitive windows since the conflict started. But why is Trump also pushing rapidly for a deal with Iran after weeks of a stalemate and unilateral extension of the fragile ceasefire is the immediate question. The push for a deal is happening just ahead of Trump's planned visit to China. The Trump-Xi meeting in Beijing involves critical stakes, series of issues, like the Iran-China oil trade, Chinese support to Iran, the Taiwan issue, rare earth minerals, AI, and China's diplomatic role in the Iran war has come into sharper focus, remember, following talks between the Chinese and Iranian foreign ministers. Beijing is not an official mediator in the Iran war, but all parties, including Washington and Tehran, say it has played an important role in efforts to de-escalate the conflict. The Trump administration, meanwhile, is pressing China to use its influence with Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz. Yesterday, Rubio called on Chinese officials to urge Tehran to release its chokehold on the critical waterway. This comes as the Iranian foreign minister is in China. Following Rubio's request, Chinese foreign minister renewed the call for reopening the strait and provided fresh momentum to help push for an agreement between the U.S. and Iran to end the war. Not just that, he also said China appreciates Iran's pledge to not develop nuclear weapons, while acknowledging Iran's legitimate right to peaceful use of nuclear energy.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.